Eagle Eye Detective Agency, Jennifer here.
Jennifer, Buck Morrow here. We need your help. Mark Moriarty, one of our explorer pack, has gone missing. Can you meet us in Taylor Park to look for him?
10-4, Sergeant Morrow. We'll be right down. The school's Explorer Club is really cool. They're always doing neat stuff like learning how to kayak or track wild deer. Sergeant Morrow, the football coach, is the club's leader. Hey, there's Mark right now. He must have found his way back.
Let me brief you, kids. We have this survival trek once a year. Each explorer is given a map of compass directions and a set of tags with which to identify the landmarks that the map leads them to. The trick is to prove that you can follow compass directions by tagging each of the landmarks in order. Everyone was to complete the course and return here before 1600 hours, 4 o'clock I mean. They all straggled back here an hour ago except Moriarty. If Mark just blew it, he'll have to wait till next semester to try again. But if he has a good reason for getting lost, I'll let him make it up next Saturday. Without his trail patch, he won't go up in rank like the rest of the team this year.
What a relief. I thought I'd never make it back here. There I was, lost in the heart of the woods. I could have been eaten by bears or something.
I doubt it, son. Not a lot of bears in Richview these days. What in blazes happened to you?
Well, sir, I followed the directions on the map exactly, but I didn't find any of the landmarks that we were supposed to flag. Once it got later, I realized that the compass wasn't pointing north, like it should. The sun sets in the west, but my compass said it was heading south.
That's odd. All the compasses were A-OK when I handed them out. I checked them all out myself just this morning.
Let's see what we can learn about compasses in the library. If Mark's compass did mess up, he'll be allowed to do his survival trek over.
Compasses are fascinating. They seem to work as if by magic. Actually, they're tiny magnets and use the magnetic field of the Earth to show direction.
The Explorer Club started its trek here at Pisa. Let's see if we can find some clues here.
Well, if it isn't my little detectives, you just missed my annual pizza fair. We give away samples of every kind of pizza we make, all you can eat.
Oh, wow. Sorry we missed that, Mr. Carici. Did a lot of people show up?
We were packed. Wall-to-wall customers, you know. Too bad the whole Explorer Club had to go off on its trek before we started the fest. Some of them would have loved to stay, I'll bet.
You didn't see any of them here later?
I'm sorry, Jennifer. We were so busy I did not really notice.
Hi there, kids. I figured you two would be by later, so I saved you a little plate of samples. Wouldn't want to leave out my favorite detective team. We were swamped today. Seems like everyone from miles around was coming in for the free grub. Your pal Mark Moriarty ate at least 3 times his share.
Let's talk to some of the other Explorer Club members. and see if any of them can help us with our investigation.
Hey, Jennifer, I heard you guys had to go out looking for Mark Moriarty. I can't believe he got lost. I bet Sergeant Morrow's really gonna lay into him. He's my football coach, and man, is he tough. He pitched a real fit when Mark asked him if he could put off his survival trek till next week. Mark just couldn't stand the idea of missing the Pizza Fest today, but Sergeant Morrow told him it was now or never for his trail patch.
I don't see how Mark could have gotten so confused. We were all given a compass and the same map at the start of the trek. We were supposed to follow the map to each of the landmark points and tag them in order to show we'd been there. I used the school copier to copy the maps, so I know they're all identical. Mark got the same map I gave everyone else.
This case may have the explorers puzzled, but I bet we've got it cracked. Pick the 5 best clues to show you know what happened. Now that we've found our way to the right clues, point out who you think got Mark lost in the woods. You're right! Mark was never lost. He was at Pisa the whole time. Let's check the evidence. Mark said that he got lost because his compass wasn't pointing north all the time. Sergeant Buck Morrow said that all the compasses, including the one he gave to Mark, were working fine when he handed them out. In the library, we found out that compasses work because of the magnetic fields of the Earth's poles. Compasses always point to the north. Dave Grant told us that Mark had asked Sergeant Morrow if he could postpone his survival trek today because he'd rather go to the Pizza Fest. Sergeant Morrow told him that he'd have to do it today or wait till next year. Mr. Carici told us that the Pizza Fest started after all the explorers started on their trek. Danny, the cook at Pisa, told us that Mark Moriarty ate 3 times his share at the Pizza Fest. Mark was lying when he said he was lost. He was at the Pizza Fest the whole time. You figured it out. Mark lied when he said his compass wasn't pointing north. He was just looking for a way to eat his pizza and have his trail patch too.